This partnership with Digicel, because I wanna make sure that the tech listeners who normally listen to the podcast kind of understand what goes on when it comes to these. Because we ourselves, we were asking questions like how these partnerships work, what was the underlying deal that takes place, because it has to have some mutual exclusivity in it to ensure that both sides get something out of it, right? So.
Right.
What the partnership with Digicel looks like, if as much as you could say.
Yeah, because we still have a non-disclosure agreement, but it's public information at this time. What we did, we took that same model that I'm telling you about, and we decided that we're going to synergize laptops and smartphones with telecommunications, so customers can come and pay one fee. They get a laptop, smartphone, and mobile data. We took the idea to Be Mobile, and we showed it Be Mobile that there's a gap in the market. There are only two competitors right now, Be Mobile, Digicel, and both of them basically offer the same experience. Digicel, Be Mobile has the Life is On, which is an exciting thing, and then Digicel is better together, and they promote the exciting vibe. So both of them basically compete on who has the best vibes to offer to the customer, and they compete on price. I said to them, there's a market within, based on the research, there's a market of customers who are looking for something that is premium, but within affordability. And that is what we're going to offer on a new positioning called Blue. And we said we're going to call it the Blue Mobile Network. Be Mobile said yes. I spoke to Mr. Daryl Duke. Let me tell you the exact time I spoke to Mr. Daryl Duke when I sent him the email. Right.
I see.
Yeah, I spoke to Mr. Daryl Duke on the 3rd of the 8th month. No, the 8th of the 3rd month. Right? I sent them the proposal, all the market research. I told them exactly what happened when we did the launch is exactly what I said would happen in the proposal. I said the market is going to go crazy for this new offering. It means that you're going to engage a new market share, because what we're going to offer to the customer is have it all. The experience to get more. That's an experience that no other competitor is offering right now.
So we transitioning into Star Network now, right? We transitioning into the birth of Star Network and the issues and the for lack of a better word, the drama that was caused, right? So before we go straight into Star Network, your plan was to approach a telecommunications provider,
right,
and piggyback on their network, where they will get a cut of the amount of the subscribers that you are going to bring in, but they couldn't reach them. You will be the one that will be able to reach them. That's basically the concept. Or correct me, like explain to me.
Right. To be politically correct, what we had with them was a joint marketing venture. We were focusing on the technology. They were focusing on the telecommunications. We would synergize the two into one offering, but my brand being the Blue Mobile Network, have it all, would target that gap in the market that they couldn't reach. Okay. So while to some it would look like we are piggybacking, if we were piggybacking, then it means we would have been a virtual mobile network operator, and you would have needed a license from TAP to do that. That's not what we were doing. But it came across that way, but that's not what we were doing. We were doing a joint marketing venture, right? So we took it to Be Mobile, and they said, yes, they want a partner. They're just looking at the particular packages that will work with our model. But I'm talking to Be Mobile, and they are dealing with it haphazardly, and I have a schedule. So I decided to go with Digicel. Digicel was extremely professional, non-disclosure agreement, back and forth meetings with the general manager from Ireland, general manager for marketing, the marketing manager, purchasing manager. Digicel was on point. I said, right, these are the kind of people I need to do business with. We signed the agreement. Digicel knew that it was going to be this big because of exactly what space in the market we saw. But they signed off on it. We got over 10,000 SIM cards, and that whole partnership with Digicel was valued at over $80 million. So because we couldn't finish all the devices because of what the investment company did, we end up having to kind of rediscuss that arrangement with Digicel, because remember, we told the public buy a plan and you get a device for $1. And if you don't
have the SIM cards, right? The SIM cards that you got would be a Digicel SIM card.
Yeah.
That would go in the device, but when it goes in the device, it will come up as if it's on the Blue network, or will it come up as if it's on Digicel?
It will come up as Digicel, because remember, anything we're doing that changes Digicel into Star Network is going to be a virtual mobile operator.
Okay, all right, understand. So that was one of the confusions that we were bouncing up from time to time, because we were wondering if the branding,
Yeah, we couldn't do it that way because TAT doesn't want to open up the industry, and I'll explain why TAT doesn't want to open up the industry. When we launched the Blue Mobile Network and it took off viral, we didn't expect TSTT to come out and say that, and operators, though they didn't know who we were, and then say to the public that we are trying to hoodwink the population and extract money from an unsuspecting population. I laughed at it because I said to myself, you guys had the opportunity first. And you guys were very unprofessional. And look at what happened now. It proves exactly what I was saying, that TSTT is extremely unprofessional, because you had the opportunity first.
What you're referring to is you're referring to the hack?
The CEO, Ms. Because it went to her table and she came out and she said what she said, and to try to protect your market share. That's not how you compete on a global scale. That is backward thinking. If I was TSTT CEO, I would have came out the same day and tell customers free data, and when you sign up, you get a better phone than what Star was offering, and make telecommunications exciting. That's not what she did. She got scared. We literally almost collapsed the telecommunications industry, because a lot of customers were saying they're leaving V-Mobile and they were coming to us. And then a lot of them said they were leaving Digicel as well and coming to us. So now you see a new player like myself tapping into a $1 billion industry, almost on the verge of generating hundreds of millions of dollars. And guess what? TAT cannot tax it because we have no agreement with TAT. And that's where the problem came in.
So the accusations that we would have heard is that the dollar being charged for it was a cloak and dagger, because they would have to sign a contract for 2 years. Anything?
It's obviously, and we said it in all of our packages. You must purchase one of our data plans in order to get the device for $1. But the data plans that we negotiated with Digicel was not available on the market. You were getting up to 5 to 10 gigs for just $50 a month. You're not getting that nowhere else. I can tell you right now that what they're selling you guys is overpriced, because we negotiated way better deal to offer to the public.
Well, now that I hear and I understand, when we were doing all the podcasts and we were doing all the research and whatnot, and we were trying to get some sort of clarity of what the dollar and what the contract would look like, we were finding it a little difficult. So what you're saying is that there was a particular plan, there was a particular amount of data and everything, and when the people came for the phone, they would see that, or would they have known it, because John Public didn't know that it would have.
Exactly what happened with John Public. The majority of people who would have seen the information would have known exactly not the majority. A lot of people who would have seen the information or read it would have understood what we were offering. The problem with the majority was that they heard it word of mouth. Hey, new network launching, device for $1, and they just ran with that. As a matter of fact, one of my colleagues said they were in a maxi, and somebody in the maxi was telling the guy, hey, it's a $1 laptop and phone today. And the guy said, hey, and he hopped out of the maxi immediately and went to the spot. He didn't.
So that wasn't your plan? It wasn't your plan for it to be word of mouth?
Yeah, but Trinidad people do not read. As a matter of fact,
we know this.
With certified Samsung, where we had to explain that people just don't read. And that's a challenge that we have as marketers when you put information out there, is that people don't read. They just see the headline, phones for $1, and they
right.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is you didn't expect the large amount of turnout of people who did not really expect a turnout of people who knew what they were coming for.
Exactly. And the thing is, we didn't even advertise it. It was one post on my Facebook page.
Oh yeah, we know.
Like wildfire.
We know how the virality of it went.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to order something online using a Visa debit card, but you can't? Is shopping online something you always do already using a Skybox, but sometimes you need advice on knowing what to buy or what will work? I'm Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and we aim to make technologies that solve problems in a Caribbean context. So we created Order It. What is it, you ask? What is Order It? It's an app and a website that helps you order it in two ways. The first way is if you already order things online. You're familiar with using a Skybox, you're familiar with using a credit card, but sometimes you don't always have answers to certain questions, like which laptops will get a warranty in Trinidad, which phones will work on the Digicel network or the mobile network. So our app helps you order it. Every product that we list in the app, we will let you know the truth based on the experience of 20 years of ordering things online and using various Skyboxes in Trinidad and Tobago. So here are some of the questions that the app answers for you based on the products that we list. What are the taxes? Why does it cost so much when I actually get it? What is dimensional weight? All these questions and more, we answer in the app because we want to help you order it. All you have to do is simply pick from our list of recommended items that we know and trust because we've ordered it already. Follow through the payment process, we'll order it, and we can even have it delivered to you. So why don't you give it a try? Search for Order It by makeITsimpleTT in the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can even go online to orderit.makeITsimpleTT.com and check and see if we could answer some of your questions and help you in the process of ordering